At the end of the day, you know how it goes. It's a TV show. You got to get like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm producing reality TV, and I hear this all the time from people that say, "Well, we don't want to be portrayed this way. We don't want to be portrayed," and it's just like it's not the way it works because nobody knows how you guys are going to react when you all get together. And like Rena said, in that article that we broke down, Rena said nothing about this is fake. What's set up is that you get a phone call the day before. Hey, tomorrow you and Kyle are going to go have lunch in Beverly Hills and you're going to talk about Lisa Vanderpump, right? So, walking in. And then when you get there, lots of times your drinks are already ordered. They sit you right down. They mic you up and they go, this is what's going on. Lisa Vanderpump has just burnt down Dorit's house. What's your take? Blah, blah. And then everything they say is genuine, but they're primed.
And sometimes they'll say, and Lisa, the rumor is, blames you. And Kyle isn't exactly sure that that's not true. Now go have your lunch. And then you walk in and you're sitting there and you sip your martini and you're looking at Kyle and like, I mean, it's in your mind. And if you're a Lisa Rinna who's good at the job, you understand by them saying Kyle may not disagree with that you're supposed to fight with Kyle. So like you do it. You do it. You don't want to lose your job.
And there's, like the producers, the producers are the ones that are like blamed for all this, but they don't know how you're going to react. And then you get a good reaction and it's like, you can't expect them to edit it out. I don't know. All I'm saying is go on TV, guys, and be yourself, be your genuine self. And who cares that you're the villain? Who cares?
I was just going to say, and this is why I would be great. This is why you can't, like, I don't care in the world if you like me or not. I talk about this on Patreon all the time with Kim. Leave the nasty comments. I mean, I'll call you out and tell you you're a fucking asshole on air. I don't give a shit, but I truly don't care. I mean, I literally don't. This is why I should be on reality TV. I don't care if the whole world hated me. Like I would be like an Erica. I would keep my head down and I would never lose sight of who I was and that I was a happy person before this. And I'm still happy. Like, I really don't care. And that's the problem. These people care. You can't care.
I know you can't. You can't. So true.
You know who does care about a lot of things? And I do feel bad for her. Shannon.
Oh, Shannon Beador. Can you believe this? I can't believe she's been with that guy for 3 years. What was his name? His last name's like Jansen.
John Jansen.
Oh, John.
Listen, she's spinning a narrative out there. It's a little bit of a narrative that she was blindsided and a little bit of a narrative that he was a fame whore. I mean, she keeps like regurgitating he waited till after the season. I don't know. Like we have Louis Rielias. He loves being on the cover of People magazine. He loves being in the spotlight. I don't think John Jansen was like a fame whore. I mean, he would be with you still if he was into the cameras, right? I mean, the show isn't over for Shannon. I mean, she might get fired after the season, but she's not yet, right? She's pressed to do. She's going to be coming to New York. Like, so if he really wanted the fame, you wouldn't break up with Shannon. She's not off you'd wait till the day she got fired from the show and then you'd break up with her. So I don't think he was there for the cameras. I mean, again, Louis Rielias, you see him, that's somebody that likes the cameras. So I don't know. I mean, I don't see what John did so wrong. Like if you're with someone and you know that they're not the right person, aren't you really doing them a favor to just say?
Couldn't John have used her for other things? I mean, Shannon's been in the OC for a long time, probably very well connected, business-wise, behind the scenes. John could have used her for contacts and other things locally. Like, I think you're right. I don't think it was about the fame, but I mean, I do think he very well could have used her. And Vicki said, he's a narcissist. I mean, so maybe the TV was just like another part of it.
Vicki feels totally vindicated. She's like, this is just what happened to me with Steve, like misery loves company. Look, maybe this will bring shit. But Shannon was on Jeff Lewis and she was literally in tears. Like, I really do.
I know. It was sad. I think it was very sad. Yeah.
Like she could barely speak. Like, so, look, I don't wish nastiness. Like, I don't wish sadness on it. I really don't. People think I hate Teresa. I hope it works between Teresa and Louis. And I think it is gonna. I think they're both
Wow.
well, I think they're both like, he wants fame. And
So does
this is
she.
right.
Yeah.
And she wants money and he has money, and she was alone in the
Does
world,
he?
and he doesn't have money, but he has like enough to like, so she feels like protected and not alone. No, I think that one day we're going to be reading about him too. I do. I'm being honest. So I think I think he's up to something. I do. I mean, I could say the same about the Gorgas as well. You
Um,
could say the same about PK and Drew. Yeah, there's
well,
I think,
like
you know,
like you're looking for apartments in Beverly Hills. I mean, you know how much things cost. Our audience knows how much things cost. If you live in Los Angeles for a beat, if you live in outside of New York City for a beat, you know, if you own a huge home or whatever. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Then you've got your insurance, you've got your taxes, you've got everything else, you've got your own personal insurance again. I mean, it's a lot. You have to be bringing in a shit ton of money to live as big as some of these people.
like
kind of
I think
describe.
Sutton Strack has real money. Kyle Richards has real money. Lisa Vanderpump, real money. Like who else? Let's go down the list. Like there's very few else that I can just.
Yeah, I mean, Bethany said that. Bethany
Bethany,
Frankel has
real
real
money.
money now.
Tinsley Mortimer, real money. Um, who else? Who else?
Well, we know Sonya's broke.
Sonia
Okay.
Morgan does not have $1 for a cup of coffee. Yeah, not even a cup of coffee, I don't think. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm being
I
honest.
know. No, she doesn't.
I don't even count Ramona. Everyone's like, Ramona's so rich. Ramona owns a Hamptons house,
That
which
she's
is,
owned for how many years?
I'm
25,
not saying
30 years.
Ramona to the average American is starving to death. The house is probably worth like 8, 9 million. So fine, if you sell a house for $9 million and there's no mortgage on it, which I'm not even sure, then yeah, $9 million is actually enough to never have to work again. She wants to give it to Avery. So apparently, if that's not for sale, she had another apartment which she sold back in the day for like 4 something. Yeah, it's really scary. I know people's finances. Okay, was there a mortgage on that? You sell a $4 million apartment with a $2 million mortgage, you have $2 million, you pay your real estate broker. She wasn't a broker then. You pay everyone. It's not that much money. You end up with $1.1 million. I know it's a lot of money, but not in New York when you're in Palm Beach, and you could blow through it really quickly. That's not money. So just, like you said, there's one decision to live a big life. You could blow through money really
like
quickly.
look, I mean, here in LA, you can't even, if you want to live on the West Side, if you don't want to live in the Valley, I mean, you can't even buy squat for $1 million.
Let me tell you something. I went and looked on the West Side in Brentwood, in Westwood. You know what? Love,
amazing.
yeah, you know what?
But it's
too far,
suburbs.
girl. Too
It's
far.
suburbs. I know.
I was like, no. And then I found something in Beverly Hills, which if this were my full look, it's not even like the Beverly Hills building was nicer. There's luxury services that were, but I found a place I'm going to settle on. And it's like a full service building. It's like, you know what they do? What I love? They pipe in the smell. Have you ever been like in a hotel or like a store you walk?
Yes,
They
it's
pipe.
amazing.
I even said to them when I went to the office afterwards, I was like,